Hello, my name is Aloysio. I am a civil engineer, and today I would like to share our case related to sustainable urban infrastructure, the result of my doctoral research developed at the Federal University of Santa Catarina in Brazil and at Texas A&M Transportation Institute in the United States, based on the more 20 years on my professional experience working in the area of large infrastructure projects. The research motivation was based on the high cost of construction and the maintenance of infrastructure networks, accidents, and the great environmental impacts caused by these works, mainly due to the implementation of networks under the streets, causing the demolition of the pavement to maintain the networks. Cities are growing and need more and more efficient, resilient, and sustainable infrastructure. Only in the United States, demand for infrastructure exceeds $2 trillion over the next 10 years. But today, our infrastructure is designed and built without integrated planning. We have several problems with these systems around the world. Only United Kingdom, 7 billion pounds are lost every year in the street works. We need to rebuild infrastructure we've proposed for the 21st century. We focus on integration, intelligence, and climate resilience in a multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure market. Issues related to the COVID-19 pandemic changed the concepts mainly of remote and work and study, placing the communication and energy networks as crucial for this moment. So the solution is innovation, and I would like to present infra-city systems, former InfraDias, the next generation infrastructure and sustainable mobility for the smart cities, the result of applied research in the area of sustainable infrastructure. The research started with the concept of urban infrastructure networks, developing using an American model during the research in Texas A&M, and later a pilot project was built and tested in Brazil with the developed model called InfraCities, which will be present now. InfraCities remove all facilities under the streets and organize natural gas, telecommunication, water, power lines, server, and drainage under the sidewalks and bike lanes in a recycled plastic bay made for urban waste in an efficient and safe system, and transforming plastic waste into an efficient, safe, and sustainable infrastructure. We built and tested a pilot project for 2 years in a technological park in Brazil with successful results and present reduction in construction costs by 30% and 70% reduction in maintenance and operation costs. The system was born with the entry system into the BIM concepts, aiding to the advent of a sustainable construction system for intelligent infrastructure, with the possibility of enabling BIM technologies for the next generation of InfraCities digital theme, add even more value to projects for its conception to its operational phase. To this is important to start and finish this project. The construction process starts with the opening of the trench about 1 meter deep, and then we put a sand and made a compactation of the ground with the water. There comes the assembly of the plastic structure, which also is all snap-on, not requiring special tools. Interconnection box for consumers networks are also easily and quickly fitted to the structure in this structure. The facilities are installed under the pavement of the sidewalk inside this structure made of recycled plastic for waste at a standardized deep about 19 centimeters, facilitating their installation and reducing mainly the risk of accidents for workers. After the installation of the facilities, the entry system is covered with sand, which facilitates its compactation. It's very important, this point, and especially its removal during the maintenance. It's very easy for the maintenance of this material, of this entry structure. The paving is done with interconnecting concrete blocks to facilitate future maintenance. The entry process presenting a standardized, fast, and efficient construction in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is very important point today. Without special construction equipment, and it can be built in any city, in the road, and any size. For example, as the New York downtown to a small city here in Brazil or Asia, creating a global scale for this system. To make the maintenance is only necessary to remove the interconnecting concrete blocks, remove the covered sands, and subsequently maintain the facilities. After the intervention of these networks, the same material can be used, avoiding the generation of waste and use our new materials. This is an important point to the sustainable condition too. Presenting efficient and sustainable maintenance without demolition of the pavement of streets, no interruption of traffic, generation of waste, and a new material consumption. This is a great point to the nature. The system presents great advantages when compared to the technical galleries with high cost and operation cost, and with the joint range that has a low operational safety, and in line with the most modern standards on sustainable infrastructure for smart cities. For example, as ISO 37155 framework for integration and operation for smart communities infrastructure. This system can be used for both private investors who build residential, commercial, and industrial condominiums, as well as public authorities, such as the revitalization of central areas. The opportunity to share construction and maintenance costs between utilities reduce costs to user while providing centralized management, including a business model with focus on PPP. Today, the system was upgrading with the implementation of a drainage system integrated in the trench, and a new system for electrical charging integrated or incorporated in the lamp post. And the technology has been present around the world at the major events in the area in South America, the United States, Europe, Middle East, Asia, and with several international awards too. Working in partnership with several companies and institutions, creating opportunities for new business. And I want to finish this presentation with a short video about the test performance in Sapiens Park in Brazil to show in more details all phases. My name is Aloysio, and thank you for participating in the Smart City Expo Miami. Smart City, smart infrastructure for smart cities. Have a nice day.